tell me the answers. Me and you isn't the answer.
Good morning, you guys. I woke up this morning like, no more. I am not doing this an extra day. My place is a mess. I've been working, trying to get content in before deadlines. I've been working on my business that's starting up soon, and I feel like my apartment has suffered. Not the dishes in the sink. And I'm scared of this closet room because that's usually the worst. Clothes everywhere. Clothes everywhere, just like I said. But I feel like I need to get this together. So today I made the decision to just get up and get to it. Before we start cleaning, I'm going to go ahead and take a shower and get myself together. I put my shower cap on and headed back into the bathroom. My shower routine lately has been super simplified down to literally only one product being needed. Some beauty products come and go, but the Dove Shea Butter Beauty Bar has been constant in my routine for as long as I can remember. It's one of those things I never stop using because it's very nourishing, very gentle on my skin. So gentle, I even use it on my face, which makes my routine so easy and simplified. And let's talk about the scent, okay? There's just something about the classic Dove fragrance that feels so nostalgic to me. It smells amazing. I love how simple my routine is with this. It's one step, no extra fuss. It's been a staple for years for me, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. If you're looking for a versatile product, the Dove Beauty Bar is the go-to. If you want a more simplified shower routine, this is definitely the product for you. Make sure to pick her up and add her to your routine. Okay, let's go ahead and clean my apartment. Finally, my apartment was starting to get so messy and it was driving me insane. If you're like me, then if your space is like in disarray, if it's messy, if it's dirty, you're just not going to be able to focus on anything else really. Or I mean, for me, I feel like I can sometimes compartmentalize, which is kind of what I had to do in this case because I had some due dates. I was working on my business. I just felt like I had so much to do in a short time frame. And unfortunately, whenever things like this happen, something has to suffer. And in this case, it was my apartment. Like, it was just, I wasn't able to maintain it. I wasn't able to keep it clean. And in times like that, I usually, when everything is done finally, I'm like, okay, I need to like schedule a day or two out of my life to really like get that together so that I can feel mentally clear. Because honestly, whenever stuff like this happens, I'm like, I just feel so unorganized. Like, my life feels so not together because my apartment is not clean. Like, it's literally just that. So the first thing that I do always is I get rid of my bed sheets, put it in the washer, and then I'm going to replace my old sheets with some new sheets. And I do vacuum my bed frame because it does get kind of dusty. I have a fabric bed frame, which honestly, I'm going to be so honest with you guys, do not recommend. Like, she's cute, but I don't really recommend her. Like, she gets dirty quite easily. I feel like I've been able to do a pretty good job at maintaining her for a couple years, but moving forward, probably not the best idea. And then we go into the kitchen area and I'm kind of just like tidying up here. You guys already know this, but I always wash my dishes by hand and I use these like plastic gloves whenever I'm doing the dishes. It really helps to like maintain your manicure and just so your hands don't dry out from like continuously washing the dishes. And then I put my dishes in the drying rack and I always have to clean my sink thoroughly if I'm doing like this type of deep clean. You guys, please let me know if the same thing happens to you guys. Like, do you guys have times where like your apartment just builds up and just gets like so dirty, or are you more of like you're able to consistently clean it and it never really gets that bad? Like, I'm curious. I feel like usually I'm able to maintain a clean apartment, but if I am extremely busy, like I said earlier, that is one thing that I will not focus on because I feel like it is a priority, but like I just don't have the time. Like, I could do small things, but I'm not able to like really get in there. I'm just gonna leave it for when I have time because that I feel like can wait, as long as it's not like insanely filthy. To properly clean my counters, I do go in and remove everything from my counter, and then I wipe it down with like an all-purpose spray. And I love using the pink stuff for my stovetop, so I go in with that first, and then I go in with like the white stovetop cleaner. If ever you have like any type of marks that are not coming off, or like food buildup basically on your stovetop, try the pink stuff. Like, it's honestly such a hack. It's so good. I also use it in my sink. If you do have like some type of like rusting that's coming up, or you have like scratches, I don't know, the pink stuff just makes everything look so smooth and shiny. Like, I feel like everyone needs that cleaning product. And so once that's done, I take everything off of my little island and I put it back onto my counter, and we're gonna go into cleaning my island countertop. So I do the same thing basically. I just spray it down with a all-purpose cleaner and I wipe it down. And you guys, recently I got this diffuser. I feel like she's so cute and aesthetically pleasing, but I've been using her to, like, you know, just have like natural scents in my space. It's healthier than burning a candle, and I usually put in like sweet orange and mint, and it smells so good. Another thing is, I always have a ton of recycling near my front door because I get a lot of packages, and sometimes it just piles up because I don't want to bring it all the way downstairs to dispose of it. I think I was able to like break this down, however, to be able to fit it down the chute instead of having to go downstairs, because I hate doing that. But it has to get done because I get like an accumulation of packages and it just looks so cluttered. I also have some like packages that I hadn't opened that was in the front, near the front door, so you guys are gonna see that, but that's because I just had to keep that there. I was filming unboxing and I just had to keep certain packages and not unbox it. Next up, we are cleaning my garbage. I feel like this was definitely needed because I always take my trash out, but I don't actually clean the garbage, and sometimes things do leak in there, which is kind of nasty. So I made sure to like clean it with soap and then spray it down and then put in a new garbage. Okay, next up, I went ahead and cleaned up my living space. I had a bunch of pillows on my couch that needed to be put aside, and then I had some blankets that needed to be folded and put away also. And then I'm going into my closet room. My closet room is always like the dirtiest or the messiest. There's just a bunch of things everywhere because that's where I get ready. That's where I do my makeup. That's where I film. And usually if I'm getting ready and I'm late, then like I don't put away my makeup after I'm done, or I have clothes flinged around everywhere. But I find that cleaning this room is also the most satisfying because it's really just a matter of like putting everything away. And then I'm like, oh, it wasn't even that messy. I just had to like put everything in its spot. Day 2, we're in day 2 of cleaning. I feel like my apartment already was super tidied up and felt so clean on day 2 because I got rid of like all the messes that was like on the counters and my desks and all of that. So this day was basically just like me cleaning my floors and doing a more deep clean. I love using the broom first and then going in with my vacuum. I feel like I'm able to get a deeper clean that way. I don't know if it's just a mental thing, but also I feel like with my broom, I can really get in spaces that are hard to reach. The vacuum is kind of bulky and it just doesn't get like everywhere. Like you can't get a vacuum under a door, for example. Like I can fit my broom under into little crevices, things of that sort. In this little nook area, I have these candles and I just felt like it was starting to look cluttered. I don't know, so I got rid of them. But let me know if you guys think I should put the candles back, like the candles that were on my decorative books. But I kind of feel like it just looks cleaner this way. And I dusted the whole area also. There was like dust on the books, so I did that. And then I vacuumed my chairs. Again, I have fabric chairs, which thankfully it hasn't been that bad. Like I don't have things that have spilled on my chairs, even though it's like white fabric, thankfully. But I vacuumed that. I also vacuumed my carpet and I unrolled it. I have carpet tape basically that's keeping my carpet down, and I got rid of all of that because I really wanted to be able to like clean the floors and mop it. This was also just like so satisfying, removing the tape. On deep clean days, I always like to remove items from surfaces that I don't usually remove. So here I had some books on this shelf, and like literally I never move it. It's just been there. It's a permanent fixture in my apartment at this point. So I decided to remove it, and I dusted the area and vacuumed it, and then I vacuumed my couch. Oh my god, I have so much fabric, like pieces of furniture, and they looks good. It's just like after a while, unfortunately, like you get stains and stuff. You might accidentally drop something. So I used OxyClean on the corner of my couch, and I had this like vacuum thing that I used to clean it. It kind of worked. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like later on, because it had to dry down. Another thing that I really like to do is move my couch away so I can really get in there and vacuum, because there is an accumulation of dust that gets under my couch. And then I went ahead and put my lights back and my couch back, and I just continued vacuuming the rest of my apartment. I feel like at this point I was definitely in like my flow cleaning state. You know when you just start like moving around big pieces of furniture in your apartment and it's like nothing, like it's like I need to do this to get a good clean. It's like, yeah, you're really in that flow state where like cleaning is just so enjoyable. Now it's time for me to clean my bathroom. So I started off by using the broom. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys, I do say brooming, and in my last cleaning video a couple of you guys were in the comments like, girl, it's not brooming. I don't even know where I got that. Like, I actually have no idea. But yeah, I used my broom to broom, question mark, I don't know. And then I went in with my vacuum, and I use this Lysol like bathroom spray to clean my sink. And I have this Aesop soap that I've had for literally years, and I just like refill it with regular soap. It's been done for so long now. And just a hack for you guys, because I find the Aesop soap bottles so aesthetically pleasing, but they're insanely priced. So I just refill it with regular soap. And then I had this old toilet cleaner that was starting to rust, so it looked really bad. So I got a new one from Amazon, and I had all these high hopes for it. I started off, however, with like wiping down the toilet. I'm using Lysol wipes to do this, and then I'm actually going back in with paper towel to like wipe it down, and then I'm using the Lysol toilet cleaner to clean it. And I tried to use my new toilet cleaner thing that I got from Amazon, and it was terrible. Like, I had to just go back to using the other one. And then I went ahead and put in these Lysol toilet pods. I'm not even sure what they're called, but I put that in there. It just makes it smell really, really good, and it kind of keeps it clean somewhat in between actual cleans. And then here's another new gadget that I bought. Like this, basically it's like a glass cleaner vacuum situation. I feel like I was just buying a bunch of cleaning gadgets from Amazon, but I will be honest, it actually did do a good job. Is it necessary? Honestly, probably not. Like, literally probably not, but it did the job though. Like, it was kind of cool. I was actually very excited to use it. And sometimes I feel like things aren't like really clean unless you go in with like soap and water. So I actually just cleaned the inside of my shower glass. I actually went in with Dr. Bronner's. Dr. Bronner's is like my favorite thing to use to clean. Like, it really gets in there and gets you like a squeaky clean. And then I use my vacuum glass thing as well to kind of just like squeegee the wall. And now we're finally going into mopping. I did not clean the shower, by the way, but I was just like, I'm gonna do this while I take a shower. If you don't know, usually I just clean my shower when I'm actually taking a shower. I feel like that's the best way to do it, the more effective way to do it. So yeah, we're going in and mopping. I'm using pine salt and hot water. Make sure the water that's coming out of your tub gets really, really hot before you put it into your mop. This little mop gadget that I have is from Amazon. It's literally the best. It's so convenient. It basically separates the clean water from the dirty water, and you're able to strain out water from like the mop so that you're not using like too much water. And it comes with like multiple fabric pads to put on the bottom of the mop, if that makes sense. So yeah, very convenient. You could look it up on Amazon. Day 3. Okay, I feel like we did basically everything. There really is only left putting things together or putting things back where they need to be. In this case, I have my carpet that I put back. Since we did mop the floors yesterday, everything is dried down. We can now go and put that back. I'm also using carpet tape to do so because my carpet definitely has a tendency to slip around. So I'm using this carpet tape and it just like keeps it in place so that it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it just stays exactly where I want it to stay. I got the carpet tape from Amazon. And then I'm going back in with my diffuser. I love my diffuser. Again, I'm using sweet orange and peppermint. I feel like that's the best combo and it smells so good. And I feel like this diffuser is also just like aesthetically pleasing, which is why I like to use it. Next up, I just did something that I forgot to do when I was cleaning my sink. I got these Plink things, which basically you're supposed to put it on top of your drain, put hot water over it, and it's supposed to clear out / clean out your drain. You're supposed to just leave it there for a little while also after you put the hot water over it. And then I got my steamer ready because I had these pillow covers for my bed that I put in the wash and they became so wrinkly. I don't know why this took me like an insane amount of time to do, but I think I figured out a strategy that just made a little bit more sense when I put it on the hanger. And then at this point, we're basically done. I put the pillow covers onto the pillows and put it onto my bed, and you guys are gonna see my apartment is squeaky clean.
Struggling, 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 struggling. They don't love me anyway. They don't love me anyway. Struggling, 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 struggling. They don't love me anyway. Don't get my feelings hurt. I know the ceiling's gone. Don't get my feelings hurt. This time I'm not the